Hi everyone, it's Kay here, back again with my waterfall journal to do part 3, show you what I've done so far. Just got some things here that we're going to work with in a minute. I'm just going to put them over here so I don't lose them, they don't go in your way, distract you. So I've just strengthened this bit of doily with some washi tape and some lace, and I just put a little bit of a little spot there. It's actually, you might not be able to see, it's embossed, and I just put a bit of paper on the back because I thought that the bit of thing that I should show, I think you saw it before, I thought it was a bit too bright, so just popped it in there. And this is from an old Uniquely Creative collection. This word is from a whole heap of stickers here, which I actually found by accident. I think I was trying to get something else out and it fell out anyway. So I've got that's there, and I've put a bit of paper there just to reinforce where it's bent so it doesn't keep moving the bend until I get around to sewing it. So I've just created a bit of a tuck spot with the bit that was broken before, and a little bit of a journaling card there. I haven't done anything on the back because I think that people can write on that. It's quite fine to write on that. And but I haven't done anything there and there. Just that was it, made it into a pocket. So another little journaling card, which I was going to ink and I didn't in the end. So I'm going to use my pickled raspberries. No, it's not pickled. It's picked. Why did I think it was pickled? I don't know. Picked raspberry. Yes, I can see why, because when you pick it, it's all squishy. We were lucky enough to have 2/3 of an acre in a country town for about 20 odd years, and we tried to grow some, can't grow blackberries in Australia because they're a noxious weed. We can grow what's called sylvan berries. You might be able to grow them in the eastern states, but in the South Australia not allowed to. And we actually had a raspberry bush, but I think a raspberry, I don't know what you call them, it wasn't really a vine, it was sort of, I don't know, anyway. And we actually had them for a year, and then they all died. So with the little envelope flip up that I did there, there's the tuck spot I created, and I put some vellum on top of the washi tape just to sort of give it a sort of blend it in more with the whole theme of the waterfall journal. There's another journaling card again. Probably should put something on the back of that. I'll think about that one, but then I just thought, well, perhaps the person who wanted to buy this journal could use either side, and they could decorate whichever side they wanted to with whatever they wanted to. So I actually created another little journaling card just using a card from the collection. Just a wide journaling card just to go in that spot there. It just sort of looked a bit uneven with the other one that I made, and I put some lace there on the end. This is just a blank spot there for more space. I haven't done anything here, and I think that's where we were all up to really. Well, I want to create a journaling little notebook thing here, so I'm going to use it. This is an envelope here, so I'm going to use that as the pocket, and maybe I should just do a little bit of a what do you call them? I never know what to call these things. A little bit of a thumb hole here. Just a little bit of one. And now I just need to measure, so I'm just going to take that out for a minute, leave it there so I know where I'm up to. And I just need to measure it for how, this is straight from a notebook, there's 4 pages there. Oh, one's coming off, that's a shame. So just going to give it a bit of a measure. And work from there. Hopefully this will work. And I'll have a bit more paper left over to create another little notebook for another journal or something else. Cool. So I'm going to grab a bit of the paper from the collection. Just use this bit I was going to use before, and didn't use it in the end. Just going to just have a look. Needs to be folded here. I do need my ruler back, just because I'm going to fold it right here, right where I can see. Right, that works. And then I'll have to cut it to fit, because otherwise it'll be too big for the. Here's my bone folder, just to make sure it's nice and crisp. I'm doing it at the side because sort of some of the pages are already joined at the side, so I just need to cut it a little bit because it's not quite the same size. So just go up there like that. I'm actually filming this on the same day as I did the last part of this journal, because I may as well just keep working on it. So I just need to trim there. Maybe you should use a trimmer, Kay. Just so that it's nice and straight. You don't. I'm just using the card because it was in the collection, because I've got it to use. And I've got a little mini stapler here. I always manage to get it wrong, the wrong way around. From Woolworths, I think it was. This stapler does the job quite nicely, as long as it's not too fat. And to decorate that, I've got a piece of vellum here. Let's do a bit of decoration. Oh, I quite like that. So just peel. Hopefully, the last couple of times I've been peeling off the vellum has been working fine, and I bet you now that I'm on camera, it won't work. Oh look, come off. Amazing. Do I what a day? Do you know what? I'm going to cut that there. I don't know whether I want cut that there, and maybe a little bit of a banner. What a day. Just put a bit of ink around it with not the pickled raspberry, the picked raspberry. Just me to get it wrong. I think it needs something to cover the staple so it doesn't dig into anybody. Just have to make sure this is coming out and it's clogged over from this last time I was working on this. How tedious. Never mind. These things do happen, and oh, I've got rubbish everywhere, and I don't like rubbish everywhere. Get rid of the rubbish. Okay. Now hopefully I can find a bit of lace or something to go over this border. Let's have a look. We've got this little box of remnants. That's probably a bit big. What else have I got? That's sort of apricot rather than pink. Is that pink? Pink. Apricot tones. I think it might be more apricot than pink. There's this one here with the green and the pink. That would work. Let's get that out. It's got blue on it as well, so just put the glue down the side over the staples so that you can use the lace. And cut the edge off. Still got vellum from the last thing I did. Got it stuck to my fingers now. And around the back. Could double it over so it's really well and truly protected. And make it sort of quite like that. Let's do that. Just make sure that the glue is coming out. It's amazing how long it takes to make these sort of stuff. But so I don't know, because I think I said last time, it's just lovely, just really, really nice to be able to create and just while away the time. I really missed my crafting when I couldn't get in here to do much. I mean, I was doing stuff on my lap. I've got a board that I use that I bought last time. I got a knee done. And I was using that a little bit, but it's not quite the same as getting in here, and because when you craft out there, you've got to have some things, but you can't have everything, and whereas in here you can have everything. Not that I need everything, but see, isn't that pretty? I like how that looks. Yeah, so we're going to put that in here. Of course, it doesn't work now. What have I done wrong? I didn't measure it. I might have to cut a bit more off. Don't really want to, but it still might not fit, so I have to do it very carefully. Just a little bit. And a little bit of the top. Didn't go through all the way through properly. That's why I need a new trimmer, and that's not straight either. Okay, hopefully that works. Be very careful because this is a envelope and then not all that robust. That's not going to go in. How much more can I cut off? Not much. A little bit here. I'd have to use my trimmer, this trimmer. Hopefully, oops. cut through the lace very well, obviously. Let's hopefully that works. Oops, don't have my journal getting in the way there. Yeah, that works. So I might, do I want to do it back to front? Or one way round? No. Probably should have done this one. Oh no. So the lace was on the other side, that's right. That's right, you can see that there's something meant to be there to have a look at. Do I want anything on this side, on the edges, do you think? Just to sort of reinforce it. No. I'm going to leave that the way it is. And where did this? Oh, I bet I've lost my spot. No, I wanted to do. Did it go? Where'd it go? Here. So we've got that there. And then for another piece of ephemera that I want to make today is I'm going to. This is in my Etsy shop. This is from a report book of mine when I was a student. And this is also in my Etsy shop as well. A piece of ephemera that I got. I think it might have been from an Etsy shop, but I can't remember the name of the Etsy shop, and I apologise for that. So I'm going to. What am I going to do? I'm going to staple it at the top. And I'm going to use another bit of, that's not going to be long enough. That's not going to be long enough. I was going to use something to go across the top there to create a bit of a, sort of like a pluck that kind of thing. What do you think? I don't know, long enough? That's not long enough either. Just trying to use my scraps rather than cutting into new ones. That works. So let's cut that down. How long do you think? How wide? 1.5 maybe? So it goes over the top like that. Could use the other side, something a bit different. No, I like that side better. I want to try to make sure that it's folded in half. Use the bone folder. Make sure it's nice and crisp. Oh, making a lot of noise there. Sorry about that. But I want it to sort of not be too big, because I want it to fit like that underneath. So where do I want to glue it, Kay? Just at the top. So I put glue here. And hopefully that will be enough. Press it down so it's nice and stuck. I'll glue the back as well. I can do the whole of the back. Just making sure it's stuck, pressing down. Right, so let's hopefully it'll just be enough to tuck under there. Oh look, it worked. I'm always surprised when things work. I'm just going to get some string. I think that's my thick string. Where's my thin string? Oh, that'll do. Tie it up like a document folder. think I need to have something there so that people know to pull it down? Perhaps so. Oops, do a knot, Kay. Get your fingers working. Get your brain into gear. That's not very tight, is it really? Trouble is with doing it like that, it's going to be too fat. I know it's going to be too fat. Still not tight enough, but I don't want it too tight because it'll be scrunched up. Let's have a look if we can do it this way. Just get my finger there. That's better. Right, so I need to have something there so that somebody, they know that it's just to check it. Perfect. Do you think? Do you think that will work? Was a bit too obvious. Go under there like that. You can just see the arrow, which would be sufficient, I think. Like that. And it matches the collection beautifully. So just got to find a spot for that. We should put it, I want it somewhere, perhaps here at the back somewhere. Where haven't I got anything? Aha, here. That works. Maybe I need to have this bowl a bit higher. So let's, after all that, so just shuffle it around a bit and do it at the top. Trying to hold on to the bit where there was. Okay, I reckon that will go nicely there. Just need to glue that down a bit more, and I need to decorate this pocket because it's a bit bare. So do I want to use another bit of vellum? Or do I keep that vellum for another project? What's this one say? Everyday smiles. Sorry, a word. No, I'm not put the words in anyway for the person to use. Oh no. I think that looks nice like that. And I've got some other elements here which we could, yes, quite like that. So we stick them down. Put that one down first. And there's a bit of room then for a little bit of something. And knowing me, I'll have to put some lace on there because just to finish this bit off here. And I used this lace last time on this, on the other side of this graph paper. So let's get this out. Bits of lace, snowing bits of lace. Just need it across there, I think. Just so you can see, just to define the edge, basically. And I've got all this lace, so I may as well use it. I like this one. This is sort of like a thicker kind. It's very pretty. Just make sure this is all stuck down, because cut this from fussy cut that out from the collection, so needs to make sure it's all down. That's going to be over the edge here, so cut that off. Just make sure all the bits are stuck down, because they'll catch otherwise. Is that everything? Okay, I quite like that. And probably need to get another one of those, because I didn't work out quite rightly. I've got a spare of those, so I might do that one again, because of the, I don't like the line on there. And if I want to sell this journal, then it needs to be perfect. Well, perfect-ish. I mean, obviously some of the things are not perfect because they're not cut right to the edge or something like that. I mean, you can only do the best you can, because we're all, I like to try to be as good as I can be. And I do like to try to take care with my work and take my time and not rush. So that might be it for today, and next video I might not show you any more ephemera making, because that could be a bit not everybody's cup of tea. So the next one I might be brave enough to sew on camera. I don't normally sew in my journals, because people seem to like them tied in, but I don't think this journal will work tied in. It needs to be sewn in, I think. So I'll do the three whole pamphlet stitch for the tying into that one, sewing into that one, and we might do that next video. How I'm going to do it, I've got no idea, because I don't have one of those little wooden things to put your flying hand to get in there and tie it, sew it all in. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge, I think. It'll be interesting. Anyway, I'm really liking the way it's turning out so far. It's looking a bit fat and bulky already. Thank you very much for joining me today, and next video maybe the sewing in and the showing of it overall, or it just might be the showing overall. Depends on how confident I feel. Thank you very much for being here again, and we'll see you next video. Bye bye.